There have been some questions about the Minnesota Vikings linebacker depth recently, with Cameron Smith undergoing open heart surgery. Good vibes out to him, as well as the health of Ben Gedeon up in the air. So, what are you going to do? What are you going to do behind starters Anthony Barr, the all-world Eric Kendricks, as well as Eric Wilson, who's a stud as well, right? So they signed Hardy Nickerson Jr., they signed and then cut Quentin Pauling, but sometimes the simplest solution is the most likely and the most obvious. Go Occam's razor up in this B. So what about 4th round stud linebacker Troy Dye? Woo! It's looking good. So Anthony Barr, Eric Kendricks missed practice on Sunday. Actually, a lot of dudes missed practice, but yeah. So who were the starting linebackers in the Vikings nickel defense, a.k.a. their base defense? Eric Wilson, absolute stud, and Troy Dye. Wow, already worked his way up to the primary backup linebacker. So let's talk about the former Oregon Duck today. So background on Troy Dye, you already know. 6'4", 231, former 3-star recruit from Norco, California, and committed to the Ducks and got on the field right away as an absolute true freshman. 2016, 91 tackles, 12 tackles for loss, 5.5 sacks, was a freshman All-American, was just an absolute destroyer of worlds, and he did that for 4 years in Eugene. Started for 4 seasons, was a team captain, and was just amazing all the way around. 2019 senior, put up a 77.4 PFF grade, 84 tackles, 2.5 sacks, 2 picks, as well as helped Oregon win the Rose Bowl, as well as a 3-time second team All Pac-12, 2017, 18, and 19 respectively. Not respectable, Didn't participate in the combine. Had some wrist issues. Actually, wore a like one of those clubs on his wrist. Ran a 4.48 at his pro day, and he's got coverage skills for days. That was a hallmark of him at Oregon. But also, I think that he does have a pretty clear career path. I think that he's going to contribute quite a bit on special teams. He's going to fill in that Ben Gedeon. Not holding out hope for Ben Gedeon getting on the field this year, but the Gedeon as well as Kentrell Brothers special team type role. Plus, if Eric Wilson takes on a more prominent role in the defense, maybe number 50 will be playing a little less special teams. But also, Troy Dye going to work on adding size, getting into that rotation, as well as learning all 3 linebacker spots since he is going to be the primary backup. It's great. And also, we've talked about, who's going to replace J-Ron Curse in that third safety, big nickel type role. And we've been talking about, it's going to be the safeties. It's going to be Stephen Parker. It's going to be Nate Metters. It's going to be Josh Metellus. What about Troy Dye? And this is something we've been honking about for a while. So the fact that you can get Dye on the field, he can be a weak side linebacker, or he can be that third safety. It's great for the defense because matching up in the slot against big slot receivers, against move tight ends, against running backs, he can do that, and you don't lose much in terms of run defense. As well as Dye last year played 54 of his 796 snaps either in the slot at free safety or at friggin' cornerback. So he has the athleticism to play the role as well as the experience. Also, we don't have testing numbers besides the 40, but just eyeball versus J-Ron Curse, Dye moves better, despite being significantly heavier. So he ran a faster 40 than J-Ron, 4.48 for Dye versus 4.62 for J-Ron, as well as J-Ron had just an absolute atrocious 3-cone, and he wasn't the most agile dude out on the field, right? So I think that Dye could fill that role with a plum. And also, you look at the future of the Vikings linebackers, where the future of Barr and Eric Wilson are up in the air. Where you have Anthony Barr, he needs to have a good season this year, otherwise the Vikings can get out of that massive contract extremely easy. It was a Rob Brzezinski special, so this may be 55's final season in purple, as well as Eric Wilson is on restricted free agent tender, and if they decide to keep Barr, I don't know if the Vikings can justify 3 linebackers on big long-term deals. So his future's up in the air. So I think Troy Dye has a great opportunity, both this season as a primary backup, playing special teams, and then going forward. Because he's a great leader, great in coverage, add some size, and get a little bit more stout against the run, and also work in all that special teams experience. It's going to be great. So love to see Troy Dye stepping up as that 4th linebacker for the Vikings already, and hopefully big things to come from him this season. But your thoughts, Troy Dye stepping up as a rookie, let us know in the comments section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Pull us up in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.